I'm presenting this project on Milestone 2 for the uh, MBA 300 project, which is regarding developing a digital mindset, how to lead your organizations into age of data algorithms and AI. My name is Dr. Akash Malik. So, according to the guidelines for the Milestone 2, we have to refer to the article from the Harvard Business Review, which we had presented in Milestone 1, and then use evidences which are available in the net to actually corroborate whether the findings or the approaches applied in the Milestone 1 article are correct or not. Now, the article which was referred to in Milestone 1 and will be used as a reference in Milestone 2 is Developing a Digital Mindset by Sedal Nile and Paul Leonardi. The reference regarding the article in the relevant APA guideline is presented below. Uh, the article talks about how digital transformation is a necessity for all the organizations, keeping in mind the evolving technological landscape. Thus, the leadership of an organization needs to adapt and develop a culture which is oriented towards learning these new digital skills and ensure that these adaptations and learning oriented culture are inculcated in the organizational structures and are paid and are made the are made as part of the employees' competencies, are dynamically aligned, are agile, and thus are capable to inculcate the changes which are required to adapt to the new landscape. Also, these changes should be consumer centric and should have a data driven approach for crucial and which is crucial for meeting the shifting demands and optimizing decision making. It also says that there is no endpoint to digital change. It is a ceaseless journey which requires ongoing innovation, agility, and a resilient organizational mindset. Now, this is the background on which the article is placed. First is learning new technological skills is a part of the organizational transformation. The employees must be motivated to use these skills to create new opportunities. There is a need to develop a digital mindset among the employees and the leadership and the entire organization. And the article highlights the basic principles around it. Now, if we talk about the basic principles, the four basic principles which the article highlights is continuous adaptation, which focuses on ever-changing digital landscape and adaptive leadership, impact on organizational aspects in terms of the organizational structure and the roles and responsibilities of the leadership and the employees, how to develop a digital mindset through a enduring learning culture and inculcating the habit of innovation, and how the customer-centric approach is important to develop a digital mindset, and how the data-driven decision making can help to develop a digital mindset among the in the organization. When we talk about continuous adaptation, the changing future of work, which is mentioned in the article, is also corroborated by other articles which are mentioned in the link in the two links, uh, which says that the digital era is characterized by a relentless stream of technological advancements, which requires reshaping of organizational operations and strategic approaches. This phenomena propels organizations into a perpetual state of adaptation, wherein they must continuously align their strategies, structures, and operations. Furthermore, it is necessary to cultivate a digitally agile organization culture where learning and adaptability are embedded and a continuous process. Consequently, leaders and employees must embrace a mindset of ongoing learning and evaluation. Thus, the first aspect of continuous adaptation is the changing future of work, which in the HBR article is highlighted on how it is important. for the organizations to adapt to the continuous digital transformation, and this is also corroborated by the other articles available on the internet. Now, coming to the next part of continuous adaptation is adaptive leadership. The article highlights how the leadership is the most important area to start any change in the organization, which should focus on continuous learning, data analytics, customer-facing innovation, and adaptability and experimentation. And how the effective communication and collaboration oversees all the four aspects which are highlighted here. As I mentioned earlier, these are corroborated and accepted by other articles which are available in the internet, because continuous learning is important, as this approach involves not only embracing the new learnings but also fostering an organization culture that values and facilitates perpetual learning. Similarly, data analytics pivots on utilizing data-driven insights to guide corporate operations and strategies. Customer-facing innovation is important because tailoring services to meet innovative standards and actively gathering and assimilating consumer feedback is important, because it will help the company to lead in a digital-driven marketplace. Similarly, as the digital landscape evolves, there is continuously involvement of new technologies, for example, artificial intelligence. Therefore, adaptability and experimentation is important to prioritize digital literacy and creating an environment which is conducive to trial, error, and innovation. Coming to the next aspect is how the change in the organizational aspects is required, and how digital transformation has an impact on the organizational culture. So to inculcate to inculcate a digital transformation in an organization, the organizational structure requires fluidity, because it is a continuous process. As mentioned earlier, it's an iterative continuous process, and therefore the organizational structure should be fluid. Now, how it can be fluid is mentioned in other articles, which is highlighted here. These articles further elaborate the aspect of the original HBR article, and how organizations can ensure structural fluidity. First of all, transformational undertakings. A Deloitte study elucidates that 86% of executives anticipate heightened employee independence and influence. For this, the organizations need to endeavor to recalibrate their culture, technology, and policies to meet evolving needs. Secondly, there is a discrepancy in technology and cultural transformation. According to an MIT study, only 56% of organizations emphasize expanded training in novel tools and processes, revealing a gap in technological adaptation and employee skill enhancement. Therefore, the key attributes for a digital-first culture identified by MIT and Capgemini include customer centricity, innovation, data-driven decision-making, and agility, among others. So if you see, these articles again focus on the four key aspects of consumer centricity, innovation, data-driven decision making. Therefore, all the articles corroborate to all these aspects in one way or the other. They are highlighting that these four aspects are important for a digital transformation in an organizational culture. Collaboration and transparency is also very important when we talk about open cultural ethos for uninhibited communication. There should be a digital-first mindset and agile approach from leadership and across all the employees. Also, again, data analytics, as I mentioned earlier, is a key attribute to preempt identification of potential obstacles. Now, how the organizational roles and responsibilities need to evolve with these changing times where technology and digital transformation become very important. The organization needs to go beyond the usual JDs or job descriptions to focus on intrinsic qualities over stringent job descriptions, and enable recruitment and nurturing of innovative individuals. Therefore, innovation is very important. How we can encourage innovation? The encouraging innovation helps in fostering an organizational culture that is respective to experimentation and evolution. Therefore, fueling innovative efforts across all operations. Therefore, the organization should to allow the employees to focus on innovations, focus to try and fail if required, but also learn from the subsequent process. The leaders need to play a role of mentor here. Therefore, the organization needs to engage them in the mentorship role to enhance the direction and planning of transformation efforts and ensuring the strategic alignment of tasks and initiatives. Why this is important? Because leaders and managers know where the organizational direction is and what are the aims and objectives and goals of an organization. Therefore, they need to garner or structure the innovative mindsets of the employees towards that goals. The operational model again needs to be modified, because when you are changing the roles and responsibilities and the culture of the organization, the operational model of the organization also needs to be modified in terms of more feedback mechanisms and review mechanisms to identify issues, surface level issues and bottlenecks that may require an answer and address and need to be addressed before we can allow a digital transformation in the organization. Overall, the overall organization alignment is important to ensure all these four are met. Therefore, the organization needs to understand the prerequisites of digital transformation and needs to align the needs of the digital transformation to the organization goals. Now, how organization can develop a digital mindset? This aspect of the HBR article is further detailed down in other articles which are mentioned here. So the organization need to strategize, plan, execute, implement, and support. When we talk about strategization, they need to ensure to cultivate a culture that prioritizes digital readiness and fluency, and need to reorganize and align the various aspects of the organizational structure to the upcoming technological trends. Then once the strategization is done, they need to plan how they need to inculcate the mindset of digitization in the employees. They need to make the employees understand that technology is not merely a tool but an integrative part of the organizational life. They should then execute this development of digital mindset through strategic investments in technological tools that can help in training and upskilling of employees in terms of digital tools, latest digital tools, and latest initiatives which are being taken, which have been taken in the digital space around the globe, and expose their employees to these digital tools time and again. Once the digital mindset is developed, or the efforts toward that are made, the efforts to implement a digital culture must begin with executive leadership. So the leaders need to walk the talk and should break down operational silos, promoting innovation and cross-sectional collaboration. And overall, again, all articles again mention the same thing at the end, that data analytics offers a competitive edge, and there should be KPIs, KRAs which need to be developed to ensure that whatever digital efforts are being made are measured and are aligned to the organization goals. Now, lastly, the customer-centric approach or the consumer-centric approach. All the articles mention that the customers are the center of all the changes in the organization towards the digital transformation, because it has two aspects. One is developing the experiences for the customers, which requires a technological fluency in the hybrid work, and focus on enhancing human expertise with technology, and ensuring iterative enhancement through a system which is based on feedback and performance data. And once the development is done, then engaging the customers through communicating the experiences through an user-friendly technology that boasts of intuitive designs and is easy to navigate, is supported by an ongoing support for post-implementation, and has an iterative system of enhancements based on user feedback and performance data. Therefore, iterative enhancement is required both at the time of experience developing, as well as post the implementation of a customer centric application or a tool. So in summary, ensuring that organization culture, structure, and strategies are inherently adaptable and resilient to the dynamic digital environment is paramount to navigating through the insistent digital transition effectively. Thus, digital transition is 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 very important in today's world and is required, and therefore the organization needs to prepare for it. Therefore, the organizational culture needs to be agile, so that it can focus on learning and adaptability, which are embedded into the ethos of the enterprise. The leaders need to walk the talk, and they need to navigate this landscape through leveraging opportunities in the digital era, and also manage the associate tasks and ensure that employees are adeptly navigating the digital landscape. So it is a continuous learning process. It's not a one-time process. Therefore, they need to develop tools or technologies which can support the employees too, and expose them to take up new digital tools. Uh, Adaptability and experimentation is crucial because it will help in developing an innovative mindset. Because if and they should have freedom to the employer should have freedom to innovate and also fail to and learn from their failures. However, they need to have a support of data centric approach which helps in developing key performance indicators and KRAs, so that it allows navigation in the complexity of modern digital landscape, and also helps the managers and leaders to ensure that the efforts which are being made are directed towards the overall organization goals. Overall, whatever needs to be done needs to be customer facing, and the digital proficiency, ethics of data usage, and agile responsiveness to feedback plays an important role in today's digital marketplace scenarios. So overall, based on this, if you see all the articles which I have provided in various slides, also corroborate what are the approaches and findings which the original HBR article alluded to, and therefore I totally agree with the approach, because it is also aligned with the other authors and other articles, that organization needs to adapt to the current change in the digital landscape. Digital, especially after the COVID pandemic, digital and hybrid workplace has become a norm, and the organization needs to learn to adapt to its culture, so that the organization's employees become more and more digitally aligned and digitally literate, and are also capable of using latest digital technologies which are customer facing, and however need to be guided through KPIs, which help the leaders and innovator leaders and managers to ensure that the employees are innovating or experimenting in a way which is aligned to the overall organizational goals. Thank you.